Assalamualaikum viewers, welcome to my channel. Viewers, before going to solve exercise 3.2, first of all we will discuss the related topic of exercise 3.2. So our today's topic is logarithm. Logarithm basically a tool for accurate and rapid computation. Basically this is a formula to solve very large numbers and very small numbers in a rapid computation. Viewers, there are so many numbers that we use in science and technical work that are either very small or very large. For example, the distance from the earth to the sun, and a hydrogen atom weight in the grams. So while we will write these numbers in an accurate form or in a very small and manageable scale, then logarithm will help us. So basically logarithm allows for the computation of large and small range of numbers in a very small and manageable scale. So there are a lot of types of logarithm, but here we will discuss few types of logarithm. So our two types which are related with this exercise, these are common logarithm and natural logarithm. Common logarithm and natural logarithm. What is common logarithm? Common logarithm is that logarithm whose base is 10. So log of base 10, this is called common logarithm. Viewers, each and every number of this universe, when we find its logarithm, this is a common logarithm. If we have to write it as log of 10 is equal to log whose base is not written, it means to say that its base is equal to 10. Means a log whose base cannot be written, it means to say that whose base is equal to 10. So this is called common logarithm. In natural logarithm we will use the base of e. E is a Euler number which is equal to 2.718118. So in natural logarithm the base of the log is equal to e. So these are two basic definitions or basic types of logarithm, but in this exercise we will use common logarithm. Viewers, as like we will use the base of log as 10 and e, there is another example, the definition of logarithm whose base is any real number, logarithm of a real number. So when we write or when we have to find the log of any real number, any number whose base is a real number, not 10, we will use 10 in only common logarithm, but for the real number we will use the base of any real number. He said if a to the power of x is equal to y, then x is called the logarithm of y. He said, again I am repeating, if a to the power of x is equal to y, then this x is called logarithm of this y. This x is that value which is the logarithm of y. X is called the logarithm of y to the base a, whose base is equal to a, and it is written as log of a y is equal to x. I am repeating again, this x is called the logarithm of this y whose base is equal to a, and a is any real number. Similarly, now we will discuss two forms of logarithm in which we have to write a log in the form of. So first form, this form is called logarithmic form. This is logarithmic form. This is called logarithmic form. In logarithmic form we will write log, log, log to any base, any real number base or base to the power of base of 10, log 10. This is called logarithmic form. In any number, when we have to write as like this, log of something, this is called logarithmic form. Next we will discuss exponential form. In exponential form, we will write any logarithm in an exponent form. So with the help of this definition, logarithm of a real number, we can also see that this form a to the power of x is equal to y. This is called exponential form. When we convert this exponential form in this way, this is called logarithmic form. But the definition is same in both the ways. Like logarithm of a number y to the base is the index x of the power 2a must be raised to get y. So it means to say that a to the power of x is equal to y. So in a simple wording, in a simple and accurate way, this exponential form is called exponential form of logarithm, and this log form is called logarithmic form of any log of number. Basically these two are same with each other, but the written manner is different. In this logarithmic form we will write log, and in exponential form we will convert it into exponent form. And now we will discuss that how we can find the logarithm. What is the method to find a logarithm? So for any number, in any number, either it is a whole form number or in a decimal form, whole form or decimal form. For each and every logarithm there are two parts. When we have to find the log of any number, for any number, each and every log has two parts. Log has two parts. First one is characteristic and second one is mantissa. Each and every log has two parts. First one is characteristic, second one is mantissa. Characteristic is the integral part. And mantissa is the decimal part. For example, if I have to take this number 45, for example, in log 45.23, the decimal part, the integral part, first part for 5 gives characteristic, and this whole part 45 plus 23, this will gives mantissa. But when we write the log of this, our first part must be characteristic, after point our second part will be mantissa. From this I am saying again, from this, for decimal part, when we have to find the logarithm, 45 integral part gives characteristic, 45 gives characteristic, and the whole number 4523 gives mantissa, and mantissa will be our decimal part. Next number is 503 point. We also know that each and every whole number have decimal point at the end of it. So for this 503 gives characteristic, because this is the integral part of that logarithm, and 503, this whole number will give mantissa. After finding characteristic and mantissa, we will combine these two and find the log, answer of this log. whose first part will be characteristic and the second part will be mantissa, which we have to find with the help of these two. So first of all we will discuss how to find characteristic and mantissa. Then after that we will be able to understand then how we can write characteristic, point, mantissa. So first of all check the how to find characteristic and mantissa. So for characteristic is the integral part. Characteristic is the integral part, means before decimal point we will write characteristic. So characteristic, the main thing of characteristic is its reference point. How we will draw the reference point. And the second thing is characteristic has positive number or negative number, positive sign or negative sign. So integral part which is positive for a number greater than 1 means characteristic will be positive. We will use plus sign with the characteristic if our integral part is greater than 1. If our integral part is greater than 1, then we will use plus sign, positive sign with characteristic, and negative for a number less than 1 means when we have integral part less than 1 means this is a negative number. Integral part is less than 1, that we will use minus sign with the characteristic. Minus sign with the characteristic. So for positive integral part, if integral part greater than 1 we will use plus sign. If integral part less than 1 we will use minus sign. Then our next point is how we will draw the reference point. For example, from the previous example which we have to write log of 45.23, if I have to find the log of this number, I will write log of 45.23. So first of all I will find its characteristic. I will write characteristic in the abbreviation of CHAR. First of all we will draw the reference point. Reference point will draw after first non-zero negative number. Reference point must be draw after first non-zero digit. For example, these are numbers 45.23. So I will draw that reference point after first non-zero digit. So my first digit is 4. After this I will draw this reference point, and our characteristic must be the numbers in between reference point and decimal point. The total numbers which are present in between reference point and decimal point, this is only 1. So my characteristic will be equal to 5. My second example was 503. So for this characteristic I also told you that for each and every whole number decimal must be at the end of that number. So when we will draw the reference point must be drawn after first non-zero digit. So I will draw characteristic here. This is 503. And then how many numbers in between reference point and the decimal point? These are 0 and 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. There are 2 digits in between reference point and the decimal point. So my characteristic is equal to 2. Now the question is which sign we have to write, plus sign or minus sign. So for integral part greater than 1 we will write plus sign. This is the integral part of this question. 45 is greater than 1, then we will write plus 5. In the second question, this is 503. 503 is also a greater number, that's why we will write plus sign. So for positive or negative numbers, if we have to discuss that 99.6, here 99 integral part before the decimal point. So this is 99 is greater than 1. So, and what is its characteristic? Here we will draw the reference point. So the numbers in between reference point and decimal point is equal to 1. So we will write characteristic is equal to 1. For this number, decimal point must be here, and we will draw reference point. So in between reference point and decimal point there are 2 numbers. So our characteristic is equal to 2. Similarly, for this question, reference point must be drawn after first non-zero digit. So this is equal to reference point and decimal point. There how many numbers are in reference point and decimal point? These are 3. So our characteristic is equal to 3. And in all these numbers, all these integral parts are greater than 1. That's why we will write plus sign with their characteristic. Now for the negative number, this is 0.872. 0.872 is less than 1. So for these type of numbers we will draw minus sign with the characteristic. But reference point is the same. For the reference point we will draw after first non-zero digit. My first digit is 8. So after this I will draw the reference point. So how many numbers are in between reference point and decimal point? This is 1. So my characteristic is equal to 1. And we will write minus sign. In logarithm we will write negative sign in at the head of each and every number. So in this example, this is a 2 is my first non-zero digit. So after this I will write reference point. Then how many numbers in reference point and decimal point? These are 2 numbers. So my characteristic is equal to minus 2. And for this number, my first non-zero digit is 3. After 3 I will draw reference point, and in between reference point and decimal point there are 3 numbers. So my characteristic must be equal to minus 3. I hope you will understand. Now we will discuss mantissa. As I told you before, the decimal part is called mantissa. So for mantissa we will find mantissa with the help of logarithmic table. So this is a table of logarithm. From this table we will find our mantissa. There are 4 pages. First 2, 1 and 2. These are for logarithms, and the first and third and fourth, these are belongs to anti-logarithm. So we will discuss the logarithms, so we will use these. So if you are looking at this table, there are 3 types of columns. First column is as like this. This is first column, starting with 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and ending at 99, as like this. This is 99. Our second table is starting from 0 and ending at 9, and there are many calculations, there are many numbers written in these 10 tables starting from 0 and ending at 9. Next is the column of mean difference columns. These columns starting with 1 and ending at 9, and there are again a lot of numbers. So for the mantissa, as we will find the mantissa of log of 45.23, our characteristic is equal to 5. We will continue this example. Log of 45.23. First we will find characteristic, which is equal to 1. Now we will find mantissa. So for the mantissa, first of all we will take first 4 non-zero digits, first 4 digits. My first 4 digits are 45, 23. Now we will make its pairs. My first pair is 45, then 2, then 3. So with the help of this table, we also know that our first column consists of two numbers starting with 10 and ending at 9. That's why we will make first pair consist of 2 numbers, then after this 1 and after this 1, because these columns belongs to one number. This is my second column and this is my third column. So first of all I will check 45 in 2, then after this in 3. So where is 45? This is 45. I will check this 45 in column number 2. This is my column number 2. So I will look at this, which number written in column number 2 at 45 place. This is 45 and this is 6551. So for mantissa I will write 6551. Then I will write plus sign, and same continue this as like this. 45 check in 2 and after 2 we will check it in 3 in the main difference column. This is 3 in the main difference column and this is 45. So 45 leads to 3 in the third column. Here is 3 again. So I will write 3. So this is 6554. After adding 3 in 6551, it will becomes 6554. Now we will see that how we will write a log. Our integral part gives characteristic, our whole part gives our decimal part. Now I will write log of 45.23. First of all we will write characteristic, then my decimal point, and then we will write mantissa. So my characteristic is equal to 1. I will write 1 decimal, and my mantissa is equal to 6554. So I will write 6554. So characteristic is the integral part and mantissa is the decimal part. This is our answer for log of 45.23.